What's up, guys? My name is Miles here from DGC, Dementia Gaming Cinema, and I'm here to bring you this little video of my own little overview of the Elder Scrolls Skyrim. In this video, I will be pointing out a few things such as new features and give my own little analysis over it. So, I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get started. Let me first start this off that Skyrim will be holding around 150 dungeons and will be much more diverse than opposed to Oblivion. Let's face it, mostly all the dungeons in Oblivion look the same. Reason being is that in Oblivion they had one dungeon designer, in Skyrim they have about 8. Bethesda Studios promises that none of the dungeons in the game will be similar and they will be varied with puzzles and traps now. So even though they are making big changes with minor stuff in the game that many people don't seem to acknowledge as much as opposed to combat, for example. In the game, they will also have maps for buried treasure, and you will sometimes have to go into dungeons in order to discover that treasure, which in my opinion, all these changes that they are making in the game are very cool.
That dark elf wants to go on ahead, let him. Better than us risking next.
What if Arvel doesn't come back?
Here, the player is using the deadly bow and arrow. It is said that in Skyrim, arrows are scarce and will be rare to find and more expensive to buy at stores. So we know that the more uncommon an item is in Skyrim, the more valuable it will be. It is also said that arrows are more of an assassination tool in Skyrim than they were in Oblivion. In Skyrim, you can now perform a one-hit KO assassination, depending on the health of your foe and your skill level, of course. Also, the longer the bow is drawn back, the more powerful the shot will become. In Skyrim, you can now dual-wield weapons, and by using dual-wielded weapons, it will help you level up your one-handed skill level. Right here, the player just used a Dragon Shout. Dragon Shouts are special abilities inherited by you, the player, as Dovahkiin. Dragon Shouts are the language of the dragons that will be in the game and can be obtained by killing a dragon and absorbing its soul. There are over 60 words and 20 Dragon Shouts in the game. There are 3 words needed to complete a Dragon Shout. So by saying one word of a Dragon Shout, it will be a less powerful attack opposed to the complete version of all 3 words. So the longer you hold down the Dragon Shout button, the more powerful the attack will be, and just by tapping the Dragon Shout will become a less powerful attack. Pretty self-explanatory. In Skyrim's gameplay trailer, which you can also see on DGC, Dovahkiin uses the Dragon Shout ability, excuse me if I pronounce this wrong, Fus Ro Da, which fires a shockwave which can stun and push enemies aside. The other confirmed Dragon Shouts in the game so far are Lislan Noose, which can spew a torrent of ice crystals at the enemy, Strun Ba Jo, which creates a thunderstorm around the area, striking your enemies with lightning, Yal Tor Kreen allows you to breathe fire, Tid Klo Ul slows time around the player, Lean, which allows you to instantly move forward at a greater speed, so you basically pretty much teleport into a short area, short distance. Dova, which summons a dragon to come to your aid, but the sad thing is you cannot ride it. Now, the last thing that I'll be talking about in this video is, of course, everyone's favorite, spellcasting. Now, mage players are in for a real treat here. There are more than 85 spells in the game from 5 different schools of magic, which are Alteration, Conjuration, Destruction, Illusion, and Restoration. Not only can you hold a weapon in one hand and a spell in the other, you can also use your spells in various ways. For example, by tapping the button to quickly cast the fireball spell, you will launch a basketball-sized flaming orb. Now, if you hold down and release that spell at its full power, your hand will literally become a flamethrower. You can also equip the same spell to both hands, and your attack will double for a more powerful version of that spell. And to me, the spells in Skyrim seem to be more effective than they were in Oblivion. Also, what is a great feature to the game is that you can even mix spells with one another, such as Fire, Frost, and Shock, for the best effects on various enemies. As I said before, you mages are in for a real treat. One more thing that I also forgot to point out in spellcasting is that in some cases your spells will be able to help you out on quests, not only in combat, but by showing a waypoint of where you need to go for your nearest objective. Thank you guys so much for watching. Skyrim will be coming out on 11/11/11. I hope most of you are anticipated for the game as much as I am. I'll be doing a walkthrough on the game on the day of its release, so if any of you guys want to see more Skyrim content, or simply want to see other content from other video games, please feel free to subscribe to our channel. We have a ton of things planned, and I really think you guys will enjoy the videos to come. So again guys, my name is Miles from DGC. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys later.